Good morning, team. It is Tuesday, November 21st, and yes, it is Thanksgiving week. This is one of my favorite weeks every year. I can't believe it's here, but excited that it is. So we thought it was only appropriate and suiting to talk about something really important to all of us, and that's the idea of being thankful and really showing gratitude at this time of year. So that's what we're gonna talk about. It's gonna be a 90-minute program, right, Kevin?
Settle in.
So settle in, be ready with your coffee. But just all kidding aside, grab your cup of coffee and let's jump into the next episode, the Thanksgiving episode of Coffee with Amy and Kevin.
That's right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Amy. Thanksgiving 2023. Yeah, settle in. We're going to pull up some slides. We're going to show some videos. In reality, this is going to be hopefully a brief one, but meaningful one. And the reason being is that we know that gratitude's important. We're not going to go into on this episode all about gratitude in terms of why it's so important. We're just going to highlight a few things, some key takeaways. The first just being that we know that gratitude is really important. We know there's science behind it, just logically and rationally, just understanding the way you feel when we talk about gratitude and you are showing gratitude. It's hugely impactful in our lives and with those around us.
Yeah, and I think, look, we all get really busy, but I do know that this week, I know for myself personally, it always comes to the forefront, because it's Thanksgiving. It kind of sets the anchor for, taking a step back, slowing down, spending time with friends, family, the people most important to us, even crazy Uncle Ralph, whatever that might look like at your Thanksgiving table, right? But what we wanted to give you just sort of as a reminder, or as you're thinking about good ideas on how to show gratitude or track it or make it something important in your life. In this email at the bottom, there are some links to great resources. One being a resource to Sean Aker, who was at Expo, I think, a few years ago. Some of his insights into how to make gratitude a part of your life.
Yeah, that's right. So Sean Aker specifically, 2018 was when he was at our Expo here in Chicago. And part of what he shared was about gratitude and the ways to insert it into your life. So that's the part we've shared down below, is how can you make gratitude not just a part of your life today, this week, because it's Thanksgiving, but throughout the rest of your life. And it's something that worth your while to take a look at and see how you can insert it into your morning or daily routine, wherever that fits.
Yeah, and I think the thing, again, is this has been kind of an interesting year for us in business altogether. So, we want you to take this week and this time to also really show gratefulness to yourself for showing up, doing the things that you need to do. And, one of the things I want to say is I know that sometimes agents get into a panic because it is Thanksgiving week, and it's probably one of the best times to be in front of our sphere of influence, right? Some of you may already, actually right now, you are probably dropping off pies at people's houses, right? Or certain gifts to show your gratefulness in them supporting your business. But if you are sitting here saying, oh my God, I haven't really done anything, just remember it's not too late. It doesn't need to be something so over the top, but maybe today think about or create just a quick list of, the top 10 to 20 people that you can maybe just send a quick text out to say, hey, was thinking about you. Just wanted to let you know, really appreciate our friendship, really appreciate you supporting my business, and just wanted to say, hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving with your friends and family. Something as little and easy as that can really go an incredibly long way. So, I think just this morning we want you to be thinking about, is there anything I can do in the few days before you get the entire family sitting in your dining room, like I might be in a few days, what you could do now before Thanksgiving takes over your life.
That's right. You mentioned 400 some people coming to your house.
Lots. So yeah, I think it's almost up to 30.
It's wild.
Which, so it's probably about 15 kids and 15, 16 adults.
Okay.
So that should be fun. We're figuring out the seating arrangements right now. It's also Molly's 16th birthday. So it's a double whammy. It's like, you have the pumpkin pie, but now I got to figure out how to have the, red velvet birthday cake. So we got a double whammy at the Corr household.
That'll be a real party.
On this Thursday.
Yeah, if you're not doing anything, let us know and we'll just send you Amy's address.
We might have a few extra seats.
Show up. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
One of the things that's interesting about, and you may consider it as cheesy, but I've seen this happen live with my own family and other people's families, is that when they sit around the table, yours might be more challenging with 30 people, but where you sit around the table and everyone has to participate. And so you have to say something nice about the person to your left, something you're grateful for the person to your left. And you go around the table, and it may start out a little bit laughy, jokey, and there's jokes as you go through it. Yeah. But really, at the end of hopefully, And by the time you've made it around the table, everyone feels great.
Oh my gosh.
Because everyone has had something really kind said about them by the person to their left. And what makes it really interesting is that when things come out that you don't expect, why people are grateful for each other within your family or friends or wherever. It's something interesting to do. So I would try that.
That's awesome. One question about that. Do you get any lead time, or you sit down and then somebody announces the exercise or what's going to happen?
Yeah.
And so you're on the fly. You look to your left and you have to be ready to say something great.
You hope you're in the last group so you can do some brainstorming about the person next to you.
Totally.
But the people that go first, yeah, on the spot.
Wow. I think we might try that. Wow, I'll let you know how it goes over in the Corr household. On that note, I do want to say one thing, which is I am really grateful for this guy. It has been, 3.5 years of coffee talk.
Yes.
We're still going strong, but just grateful for how much we banter, but also how we get the opportunity to reach out to all of you every Tuesday. We appreciate you tuning in. We're really grateful for it. And so on that note, make it a great Tuesday. Make it an amazing Thanksgiving.
I'm grateful for you too.
Oh, thanks. He just had to get that in there,
That's
didn't
crazy.
he?
Yeah, you can't wrap up before I say that I'm also grateful for you.
Darn it, I tried to get that on in. Anyway, make it a great week. Enjoy the holiday. Enjoy the time with your family and friends. And we will see you next Tuesday. But until then, you got this.
Got this.
Gobble, gobble.